The orbital academy above Helios 9 was known for two things: its brutal entrance trials and the quiet, simmering arrogance of its alien elite. For centuries, humans had been allowed in only as a courtesy, an amusing experiment in uplift mentoring, as the Vorth Council called it. Susan Hale knew all of this as she walked into the grand amphitheater, its obsidian walls humming with layered holographic screens. She walked with a poise that drew glances, not because she was human, but because she moved like she already owned the room. Evan Mercer followed just behind her, jaw tight, trying to ignore the stares from the non-human cadets. He wasn't afraid. He was furious. The whispers were loud enough for humans to hear. Soft-skinned primates. No claws, no exoskeleton, no fangs. What predator instincts could they possibly have? Today was trial day, a test designed to measure the innate predatory drive of a species. The aliens were confident. Humans? They expected failure. High Chancellor Vorthrix floated above the podium, her chitinous plates clicking. "Cadets," she announced, voice harsh and metallic, "today you will face the Predator Matrix. It measures instinctive dominance, reaction to threat, and lethal efficiency. Some of you will succeed. Many will be removed." The aliens murmured in smug excitement. Vorthrix's eyes, like faceted shards of emerald glass, studied the humans. "Tell me, Susan Hale, where are your species' predator instincts? I see no fangs, no armor, no natural weapons." The room chuckled. Susan simply smiled, slow and razor calm. "I don't need to show you predator instincts," she said. "I am the predator." A silence like a cold blade sliced through the air. Evan exhaled sharply. Here she goes. The Predator Matrix. The trial room shifted around them, walls folding like origami into a vast biomechanical forest. Metal trunks towered overhead, their surfaces etched with luminous veins. Shadows moved unnatural patterns. The prey and predators of the simulation were infamous. Constructs built to kill, built to test, built to break. Cadets were dropped in groups. Susan and Evan stepped forward together as their squad materialized inside the forest. Immediately, several alien cadets leapt into motion, instincts flaring, barbed limbs scraping, thermal senses activating. But Susan stood still. She listened. Humans lacked claws, fangs, natural armor. But they had something no predator in the galaxy understood: strategy, audacity, and a terrifying lack of biological limits. "Contacts at 10 o'clock, Evan whispered. Susan didn't answer with words, just a nod. She sprinted silently and impossibly fast for a creature with no exoskeleton. Evan followed without hesitation. The constructs emerged behind them, hulking, panther-shaped machines with serrated alloy fangs. The aliens scattered in panic. Susan did not run in fear. She ran to choose her battlefield. They reached a ridge of metal roots twisting upward like petrified lightning. "Evan, assist pattern Delta 6, she said. He grinned. "You got it." They split. The Hunt 2 constructs charged after Susan. She didn't face them head-on. Instead, she climbed, hands gripping sharp angles the way humans had once gripped cliff faces, jungle vines, ruined cities. At the top, she dropped down behind the machine so fast they barely registered her movement. She jammed a neural spike, stolen from a fallen alien cadet's kit, directly into the first construct's spinal relay. It shrieked in digitized fury, collapsing. The second lunged. Susan twisted beneath it, rolled, grabbed a severed plating shard, and stabbed upward into its sensory port. Sparks erupted like electric blood. The system registered 2 kills. Alien cadets watching from the observation screens went silent. Predators used claws. Predators used teeth. Predators relied on nature. Humans improvised knives out of dead enemies. Meanwhile, Evan. The forest trembled as a massive Titan-class construct emerged, 4 meters tall, quadrupedal reinforced armor. Alien cadets screamed and bolted. Evan didn't run. He baited it, darting left, throwing decoy beacons, forcing the beast to commit its weight. He moved like the street racers of old Earth, unpredictable Orcs, controlled chaos. When the Titan reared to crush him, Evan slid beneath its torso and attached a magnetic charge Susan had made from reconfigured training explosives. He sprinted without looking back. The Titan detonated in a shockwave of molten metal. Raising the stakes. The Matrix adapted, escalating threats. Drones swarmed from above, firing stun arcs. A serpentine construct slithered from below. The environment wanted dominance. Susan wanted victory. "Evan," she shouted, "on your 6!" He tossed her a plasma baton ripped from a fallen foe. She caught it mid-air, twisting to slice through a diving drone. Another followed. She hurled the baton like a spear, impaling it into a sparking heap. Evan tackled the serpent's head, holding its jaws apart with brute determination as the metal teeth scraped dangerously close. Susan leaped, landing atop the serpentine body, then plunged her hands into a junction plate, ripping out the machine's central core. The serpent spasmed, collapsed. Both humans stood panting, surrounded by the fallen constructs. The Matrix flashed red. They had cleared the simulation zone. Only 2 cadets had survived. Both were human. The aftermath. The observation deck was dead silent when Susan and Evan returned. Scuffed, bloodied, breathing hard, but standing taller than any alien present. Vorthrix descended again, mechanical wings fluttering, her eyes narrowed. "Explain," she demanded. Susan tilted her head. "Explain what?" How humans, exhibited superior predatory efficiency to species designed for it." Susan wiped a smear of machine oil from her cheek. "Humans were never nature's strongest predators," she said. "We were nature's most adaptable ones." Evan added, "We don't dominate because of fangs or armor. We dominate because we refuse to die when something tells us to." The aliens muttered among themselves, unsettled. Vorthrix never looked unsettled, but now her plated fingers twitched. "And when I asked you earlier where your predator instincts were, why did you respond so confidently?" Susan stepped closer, unblinking. "Because predators don't ask for permission." She leaned in. "Predators make the rules." The Academy's verdict. The Council reviewed the trial footage. They slowed each frame, analyzed reaction times, assessed kill efficiency. Humans had not merely passed. They had redefined the trial's upper limits. The Matrix's threat-scaling algorithms had broken trying to keep up. A new official notice was posted across the Academy's holo panels. Homo sapiens classification updated, apex adaptive predator species. Aliens whispered in uneasy tones. For the first time, they understood why humanity had survived extinction events, wars, planetary collapses, and still expanded to orbiting academies like this one. It wasn't teeth, it wasn't claws, it was something far more dangerous, human will. Final scene. Evan nudged Susan as they walked back to the dorms. "You know they're terrified of you now, right?" She shrugged. "Good." He laughed. "So what are we supposed to do with our new reputation as apex predators?" Susan smiled, that same slow, predatory smile she'd given the Chancellor earlier. "Simple," she said. "We show them why humans deserve their place among the stars." And as the Academy lights dimmed behind them, every alien cadet understood the truth. They had asked the wrong question. They asked, "Where's your predator instinct?" But the correct answer had always been, "I am the predator."